Let's welcome in Gabe Tan from Singapore. Now, Gabe, after all the hype of this being the standout tie in the round of 16 against two title contenders, was it perhaps a disappointment that it ended a 0-0 draw after 120 minutes and had to be decided by a penalty shootout?
Victoria, I think on paper it would be, a bit of a disappointment. So much hype. Even I was hyping this one up as, a real clash between two very strong teams. But I guess you're right in the sense that, whenever two teams of that quality meet, it's always going to be, always has the potential to be a cagey affair. And it proved to be. So overall, I don't think anyone would be overly disappointed. And at the end of the day, we did have a penalty shootout to look forward to. I mean, those always add to the drama of a knockout round game. So I think all in all, it did live up to its expectation in terms of a tactical battle. Maybe not a free-flowing contest or one that was full of goals. But in the end, I think Ulsan can be, very pleased with their progress because it was a tough game for them to overcome.
Now, Ulsan march on to keep alive their hopes of winning the AFC Champions League again. Are they better equipped than last season?
I think it's definitely a different team. Last year, their team had a lot of experience, and then in the off season, it was pretty strange to see them let go of some key players. The captain from last season, Sin Jin Ho, moving on to a new club. But I think this was a Ulsan side that knew they had plenty of really positive youngsters that were looking for an opportunity. I mean, we saw last night they started with four really talented youngsters, including Lee Dong-gyong. Won Duje captain the side despite being only 23, 24 years old. So, I think it was the right time for them to bring in some young talent. And overall, it could be really exciting. So I think the quality between last year and this year is there or thereabouts. I think while they've lost some experience from last year, there's a lot of youthful exuberance from this year's team that, could prove to be quite an important factor for them as well.
The power of youth. Now, one more question for you, Gabe. Do you think any of the teams left in the quarterfinals can stop Ulsan from repeating the AFC Champions League title?
I think there are a few, but we have to say that Ulsan, at the moment are looking the clear favorites. I think, there's still two more games to go tonight. We'll find out a bit more as well. But looking at Nagoya last night, we've made a lot of there's been a lot of talk about their defensive qualities, and then they won their game 4-2. So they are emerging as a contender. I think over in the West Zone as well, we see a couple of good teams there. But Al Hilal, champions just 2 years ago, I think they are another side that has the potential to really challenge Ulsan. With players like Bavitimbi Gomez, the top scorer from 2 years ago. He's always going to be a threat for a strong contender like Al Hilal. So overall, I think there are a couple of teams that will be able to challenge Ulsan. But overall, I think given what they've shown us over the past few months, they still will be the standout favorites for now.
Well, we'll keep an eye very closely on that. Thank you, Gabe, for joining us.